Hello and welcome to World Token Factory, turning your uncertainty into certainty, all in the mere exchange of LLM tokens. So here we have the typical run, where imagine you are, let's say, someone who manages oil pipelines or who cares about and relies upon oil pipelines. And in this process, you notice that given the current geopolitical world we're in and the loss of at least 20% of oil production and oil shipping worldwide, whatever you rely on is at stake. And so you can go in and check out, let's say, the Permian Basin, which is where the US gets about 30 to 45% of its oil at the moment, especially in times of emergency. And you understand that there's some exposure. And this exposure, if this was your business, would be in dollars. It could be something else. This exposure right now is being measured as specifically for this oil company in particular. And you have some very high level idea of some of the things that could go wrong, whether it's in the operation fields, in the shipping, or in the overseas shipping. And so what you can do is, in this case, you can go and kick off a research run, and this is an AI, taken inspiration from Karpathy's auto research, that will go and continuously gather information, find data, real hard data on this that actually bounds this uncertainty, and be able to come through and say, okay, no, the damage will not be that bad because of some specific information or files. In this case, this ran pretty fast because we're, in fact, just using local files. So we've already done a much, much longer research run, pulled in a ton of different files, and the model's just exploring, gathering those files, and then coming to conclusions and refining the value. But then if we decide to go even further, depth 2, you can see that there's some green dots here, some very good news, things that do dramatically change the failure risk and reduce it in a good way. And that's helpful. And then if we keep running an even deeper run, and here you can see down here the number of tokens. So the idea is to create this correlation here between the exposure and the number of tokens that it costs you as the customer to actually bound your uncertainty. And then if we run, you can see that the model has discovered new information that actually worsens the picture, and then more information that actually decreases it. And so as you can see here, and while this is running, by the way, while each one of these sections are running, you can see here that text and actual detailed analysis is being filled out under the hood, expanding upon your initial points and your initial understandings. And so this leaves you with both a report, a physical report, an idea of what and where pieces of information have actually reduced and helped you understand and helped reduce your risk, whether you're an investor or whether you're an operator. And also giving you some geospatial context, which right now is pretty limited, but you could imagine far deeper geospatial context on specific oil sites and specific information about like which ones and very localized information. And at the bottom right here, you can actually see, and you could actually see the agents running through and making modifications and actually adding and analyzing the files in the process of being run. So this all together, we're hoping, creates a comprehensive picture and a comprehensive business that allows us to operate and offer this service, not just to oil companies, not just in this specific case, but to anyone, whether you're running a $1 billion business or you're a lemming farmer, which isn't a real title, but a lemming farmer somewhere in the northern reaches of the world. Thank you very much.